And now to the latest on the leak of secret military documents quickly spreading online now. The Justice Department joining the Pentagon in an urgent investigation now after another round of classified docs on the war in Ukraine hit social media sites. The documents apparently include tightly guarded American intel gathered on Ukraine and the Middle East, along with other allies and enemies. Now, the Pentagon is confirming the documents are real. Correspondent Joe Khalil is live for us in our nation's capital tonight, tracking this breach. And Joe, intelligence officers are scrambling to find the source here.
Yeah, they are, Natasha, after another set of classified documents relating to that war in Ukraine leaked. So far, neither American nor Ukrainian officials know how this happened, but both of them, as you can imagine, now really concerned about sensitive information ending up in Russian possession that could give Putin an upper hand here. Now, this round of classified Pentagon documents that were posted on social media for everyone to see, exposing secret American assessments of Russian and Ukrainian military capabilities in the thick of war here. Now, the documents also exposed which Russian agencies American intel was able to penetrate. It's important stuff there. And a lot of these documents were highly classified. Some marked no foreign, meaning no foreign nationals should have their eyes on them. This leak also could spell serious trouble for our allies. In fact, the Wall Street Journal reports that internal matters within the UK, Israel, and South Korea all were included in this leak. So that could really shake up the faith of American allies, especially those in what's known as the Five Eyes alliance. So we're talking Canada, the UK, Australia, and New Zealand. New concerns for those nations about now sharing sensitive intelligence with the U.S. and whether that could end up leaking too. Now, from the Ukrainian perspective here, Natasha, officials believe that these leaks were intended to sow distrust between Ukraine and the U.S. and our Western partners. The Department of Justice now investigating all of this.
Well, and Joe, this is happening amid more tension this week between the U.S. and China. We know the Chinese Communist government launched a series of military drills around Taiwan, also slapping new sanctions on two American institutions. So what is the latest that you're tracking there?
Yeah, you're right. Beijing promised to retaliate if Speaker Kevin McCarthy meeting with President Tsai took place, if it actually happened. And it did. And China did retaliate. Just this morning, flying 71 fighter jets over Taiwan. 71. It's part of a 3-day drill that the Chinese Communist government announced just a day after President Tsai met with Kevin McCarthy. China also levied sanctions against the Reagan Library, which is the venue that hosted President Tsai, and against the Hudson Institute. And China also sanctioned 2 Taiwanese organizations. Look, all of this follows a pattern. China, we know, responded with live fire military drills and fired missiles over Taiwan's coastline after Speaker Pelosi led a delegation there in August. This week, separately, there was also a bipartisan group of House members who made a surprise visit to Taiwan as part of a larger Southeast Asia tour. Chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, Michael McCall, had this to say.
Being here, I think, sends a signal to the Chinese Communist Party that the United States supports Taiwan and that we're going to harden Taiwan, and we want them to think twice about invading Taiwan.
A strong message there from Chairman McCall. He also says the planned trip into Taiwan went ahead despite intimidation tactics, as he called it, from China. Natasha.
All right, Joe Khalil live for us in D.C. with that report. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.